it's Maya Lewis. I have my communication book here for my client Robert Edwards, who is a 24-year-old male who's diagnosed with autism and also a mild cognitive impairment. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So my first page, I don't know if you can see clearly, but it's just his name, his age, his diagnosis, just some informational things about him so people can know what his situation is and have an idea of who he is. At the bottom here in red, I just put an important message for others that Robert is sensitive to sounds in the environment and can become upset, and that he uses his headphones to help cope with this. So on the first page here is, of course, his core vocabulary. So it just has some basic pronouns and verbs and prepositions and negations. They are in different colors, so it's easy for him to go ahead and access each one when they are separated and the background is filled with different colors. On the bottom, I just have a couple of other things like music, because he loves music, and photograph. Question. If you have any questions for others, you can go ahead and point to question. Okay, so now the next page I have here is his French vocabulary, which still has his pronouns and his verbs in different colors, but then additionally it has, of course, his interests such as photograph, scrapbooking, music. He loves music. So I chose a couple of different genres for him to enjoy here. I have rock, pop, rap, and country. And then underneath it, I got some real images of some common celebrities such as Taylor Swift, Drake, Darius Rucker, and the band Kiss, the rock band. I also added in some food restaurants that I think he may enjoy, as most teenagers or young adults enjoy, or even older adults, such as McDonald's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, just some fast food restaurants that I know I enjoy. I also have some places that he may like to take photographs, like the park or the beach, or maybe the mall, or when he's at concerts with his siblings or his mother or his father. And then on the bottom here, I have some social media tabs, because of course we're all into social media, especially young adults nowadays. So I have Facebook, Instagram, texting, maybe someone will email him, and then I have just a simple question, what did you do over the weekend, for maybe his coworkers or friends or family, just to have some conversational skills. I did also put his picture up here, just in case he, just met someone. He can say, hi, my name is Robert, and how are you? I'm fine, and things of that nature. Now on the next page here, I have a keyboard, because he is 24 years old, but his literacy skills is at a 3rd grade level, which isn't high for his chronological age, but he can type some things. So I just figured if the core vocabulary or his French vocabulary didn't have something he wanted to say, he can go ahead and type it out. And of course, if it's on his AAC device, I would choose the keypad that had the word predictor, so it's easier for him to go ahead and spell words. Maybe he wasn't so sure about how they were spelled, or things like that. So he can press it for right now, touch the letters, and someone can just go ahead and spell it out and see what he was trying to say. Next, I have a page for work. So, of course, he works at a grocery store, a local grocery store, stocking shelves. And at work, you encounter customers all day long. So I just had a couple of greetings here, and simple phrases like give me a second if he was stocking a shelf and maybe someone asked him a question, or if he didn't know the answer to the question, he can tell them give me a second or please wait, and he can go ask someone such as the manager, or another coworker or something of that nature. I'll get closer, maybe you can see it better. I'm currently outside. Okay, so then there's other things as he needs to take a break, or when it's his break time, he can go ahead and tell the manager, you know, it's time for me to take a break, or I'm all done with my break. He can answer yes, no questions to anyone, customers, coworkers, and then he has down here number aisle. So if a customer asked him, oh, what aisle is this in? He can go ahead and press, you know, here or on his keypad, of course, what number aisle it's located on, what aisle the customer or whomever can find what they're looking for. And I have cashier, self-checkout, and of course, buy as the ending greeting. My next page here is just a weekly schedule of things that he needs to get done. As a young adult, I know I have to use my cell phone to keep up with my schedule, and as a new mom, I definitely use a calendar to make sure that I get everything done. So I just have here Monday through Sunday, or as some people say, Sunday through Saturday, just some things that he has to write down so he can remember to do, such as maybe cleaning his room, that he has work these 3 days, or that he's off the next day, and on the weekend maybe he has a concert to go to, or something fun with his family member. Okay. Next, I have here, just in case, although his parents do take him to work, maybe there's an emergency and one day he might have to take the bus. I do have a page that he can use to take the bus, and just saying like, I want, I need, he needs help, asking the bus driver how much is the bus fare there, telling someone that maybe he needs to sit down, or he needs to ask them a question, maybe what route to get off on, the bus stop. Of course, if he had a bus pass, he can tell the bus driver that he has a bus pass. Maybe even I need directions. He can go ahead and ask for directions from somebody, or saying that, you know, when the bus is crowded, maybe someone can go ahead and pull the cord for him if he cannot reach it. Stuff of that nature. Okay. My next page is a page about his family. So just some pictures of his family and what they look like, and of course their names, in case he wanted to show someone or tell someone about his family members, or someone needed to maybe identify his family members, they can go ahead and see the pictures and what they look like. Next here I have just a page for scrapbooking. So when he's scrapbooking with his mom or his sister, which he usually does, he can go ahead and tell them what he likes. Maybe if he likes that picture, or if he doesn't like that picture, he may not want that picture in his scrapbook. What photograph he wants to choose from. He needs a break, maybe, or he wants something else. Usually his mom writes the descriptions for him, so he can say, can you write this for me? Or maybe he can use his keypad to type, you know, and tell his mom what he wants. He can say that it was really fun scrapbooking with whomever he was with doing that with, or maybe he can even say that he's frustrated, because he does get frustrated sometimes depending on the situation. So he can go ahead and say any of these things. Now on the next page, I just have a simple blank page with some boxes, so he can go ahead and input some pictures, maybe on a weekly or monthly basis, of new pictures that he's taken with his family members, or things that he likes, and he can just put it in here, and he can say, take a look at the photos I've taken, or I enjoy scrapbooking, or, you know, asking someone, which picture do you like the most? Okay. Now my this page is about, of course, his feelings, because he can become frustrated with loud noises and distractions. So I just wanted a page so he can state how he feels. So I feel any of these emotions right here. And then he can also say, I need help, I need a break. I need my music. You know, I need something, a sensory object, something of that nature. And he can also tell them, calm me down by the same things. Give me on headphones. Give me a break. You know, things like that, so he can help others calm him down, because there was a situation at work where the alarm went off, and he started to hit himself, and his surrounding co-workers didn't know how to assist him. So this can be very helpful when it comes to things like that. And lastly, I just have a calendar here, so he can have a monthly calendar. And of course, on the calendar, it can have things that he needs to do, maybe doctor's appointment, maybe appointments with his friends, you know, holidays, so he can keep up with the holidays. And of course, it's November, so it's Thanksgiving is coming up. And if he had a calendar with things written in it, he would know that. And on his calendar, he can also put his payday, of course, when he's going to get paid from his job, so he can keep up with his finances. And yeah, so this is my communication book. I just wanted to add a couple of pages. I didn't want to overdo it because it is something that he has to carry around. He is a young adult. I just wanted him to have some access to some quick pages that he can communicate with others, the most important things that are in his life, such as family and his hobbies, and he can do all that kind of stuff. Okay, well, thank you for taking a look at my communication book. I hope you could see the pages clearly. I am outside, but I just wanted to show you. Thank you so much. Bye.